Hi, and welcome to the episode on how to master your mindset. Mindset is the difference between being skint and successful. It's the difference between the wealthy and the not so wealthy. It's the difference between the elite and the average. If you master your mindset, it is one of the best things you can ever do if you want massive success in each part of your life. Mindset is everything. So I'm going to share with you in this episode how to master your mindset, how to change it for the better, how to keep on top of it, and how to make your mindset become elite. Okay? So the first thing that you need to do to master your mindset is be self-aware enough and be honest enough to realize where you actually are. Are you doing certain things every day that are detrimental to your goals, to your mindset, to your business, to your relationship, to your health and fitness? Because most of the time, the answer to that question is yes. You can do things to improve your mindset, which improves the chances and the likelihood of you achieving your goals. So you've got to be self-aware enough, self-reflect, self-critique yourself enough and be honest and actually realize, right, this is where I am. Certain things I do are detrimental. I need to stop those and I need to do more of these things. The good news is mindset can be changed and it can be changed for free. And you can decide whether you want to change it or not. It's not a paid service. It's something you can do for free. So starting point is sit down with a bit of paper and start to write down your characteristics, your attributes, the things that you do that add to your mindset that maybe are positive or negative. So for example, are you happy? Are you sometimes a little bit grumpy? Sometimes do you waste money? Sometimes do you rush into decisions? Sometimes do you not do the numbers enough? Do you not do enough due diligence? Sometimes do you smoke? Do you take drugs? Do you do things that detrimentally affect your health? Because all of these things can be changed with mindset, right? If your mindset is every Friday and Saturday, I want to go on the piss and I want to go on the drink and get really drunk and be stupid, that is a poor man's mindset or a poor woman's mindset, because that is detrimental to your health, to your business, to your income, to your relationship a lot of the time if you're in one. So you've just got to be aware enough, self-aware enough, honest enough to realize where you currently are. Big part of this mindset shift, by the way, is when you accept where you are. Okay, you accept I am in this place. You accept that the reason I am in this place is because of me. Nobody else. It's not your mum's fault. It's not your dad's fault. It's not your brother's fault. It's not the economy's fault. It is your fault. Whether it's good or bad, by the way, it's all your fault. When you accept that, it brings a sense of acknowledgement, and it actually gives you a sense of, you know what, a bit of power, because you think, right, if I am here because of me, wherever you are financially and in your personal life, you are there because of you. Okay? So, therefore, if you want to get to a different place and you want to go somewhere else, guess who it's up to? It's up to you. Because you got you here now, so you can get you to a different place too. And that comes with a lot of power when you start to realize that. If it's to be, it's up to me. Or you, whichever way you look at it. Okay? So, be self-aware enough, realize where you are mindset-wise, realize if you've got any destructive habits, realize if you've got any negative thoughts, realize if you're doing certain things on the regular that are detrimental to where you want to be, change them, and you set up a plan. You set up a plan of what you're going to do to change it. Okay? So, for example, if you lack energy, so one of your mindset things is, every couple of weeks I'm just a bit grumpy. I don't really do any work. I just get by and I don't really, do much. Don't really make any progress because I'm always dead tired, right? That can just be a mindset thing. You can flip that and start to say an affirmation every morning. I have an abundance of energy. I have lots of energy. I am energetic all day long. I have an abundance of energy. I don't get tired. I can work as much as I want without getting tired. I am energetic, I am happy, I am healthy. You can say all of these things, right? And if you say that every single morning before you go to work, guess what you're going to start to become? you're going to start to become what you're saying. You're convincing yourself in your own mind that what you're saying is true. Therefore, you will just naturally have more energy. Yes, you've got to diet, you've got to exercise, you've got to sleep well. All of these things obviously help too. But you will start to act in accordance with what you're telling yourself. They're affirmations. You say them every morning. If you read Be a Line, which is over there and over there, if you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, that's got a journal at the back of it. So that literally says on there, my mantra to every morning, this is what I do. I write down goals. I write down things I'm grateful for. I write down things that I want to be, my affirmations, my mantra. I write some goals down. So I'm mentally prepared for the day every day. And I write things down there like, I've got an abundance of energy. I've got an abundance of wealth. I've got an abundance of opportunities. I've got abundance of everything that I want to have in my life. I say it out loud and I write it down so it becomes true. So that is the starting point of mastering your mindset. It is analyzing where you are, putting a plan in place to change it, and then starting to say affirmations and using visualization as well. Visualize yourself being the person that you want to become. Say out loud you are already the person that you want to be. And all of a sudden things start to happen. Other ways to master your mindset. So this is, I'll still do this on a regular basis. So I'm just having a coffee there, if you're wondering. Still do this on a regular basis. So what I'll do is, if I'm ever lacking a little bit of motivation or I'm ever feeling a little bit complacent, okay, what I'll do is one of two things. I'll watch a motivational video on YouTube, literally on whatever I'm feeling. So if I'm lacking energy, I'll just put into YouTube video on how to improve your energy, or motivation to improve your energy, motivation for life, motivation for property, motivation for wealth, motivation for going to the gym. There's videos on it, right? That instantly changes your state. When you watch one of those, it changes your state. Or if I'm feeling a little bit complacent maybe, or I'm not really pushing myself too much at work, I will find someone who's doing more than me in that particular area or that particular business. I'll ring them up and I'll ask them for advice. This is huge, right? I don't know why more people don't do this. Reach out to someone who's doing more than you in property. Reach out to me if I'm doing more than you. Happily help you. Reach out and ask for help. Ask for assistance. Ask for guidance. Ask for mentorship. Ask for coaching. Ask for something, right? You don't have to pay them for something, but ask them for something, right? Because you know what that does? It buzzes you up and it gives you a kick up the arse. I'm fortunate enough to be able to ring these people because I've got the phone numbers and I can ring them up and say, what about this? What are you doing at the moment? How do you do this? If you've ever been through this, what about this and what about that, right? Because they have been through what I've been through and they are ahead of me. So therefore, they know what I'm feeling like because they've been here. And I just learn from them and they normally inspire me, not intentionally. They're not trying to inspire me. They're not giving us an inspirational talk. They're just telling us about them and their experiences. And I'm asking them what they're doing. What projects have you got ongoing at the moment? I'm building 150 flats or whatever. And that gives me a kick up the arse. Not that I want to build 150 flats. I couldn't think of anything worse, to be quite honest with you, dealing with trades and stuff like that on something of that scale. But you get my point. They're doing more than me in a particular area. So I'll bring them up and ask them for advice. How do you do this? How do you do that? That inspires me. And in turn, it changes my mindset. It stops me from being complacent. It stops me from being lazy or sluggish or lacking energy. It gives me a kick up the arse. It gives us a kick up the arse. So then I'm inspired for the rest of that day and I'm off. But having those type of people around you, going to networking events, listening to talks, listening to podcasts, listening to books, reading books, you know, all of audio books and all of that, that helps you. You know, sometimes I need to read an autobiography about someone's life who's achieved a lot because that inspires me sometimes more than reading something that's educational or practical about do this, do this, do that. This is like, I've done this and I've done that already. So that helps me, and I tend to change that up a little bit, watching videos, watching interviews as well. I love interviews of really, really successful people because that pushes me on and that kicks me up the arse as well. So definitely surround yourself with positive people, people who are ahead of you, ring them up, ask them for advice, and they will get you to where you want to be and they'll change your mindset. They'll help change your mindset. Powerful goals is another one. So if you have a really strong, powerful goal that really excites you, that really gets you out of bed in the morning, you shouldn't have a problem motivating yourself and having a disciplined mindset because you've got something juicy. Whereas if your goals aren't juicy enough, that aren't exciting enough, you maybe not that motivated to achieve them, it's easier for you to slip into negative habits and have a negative mindset than if you've got something really juicy and exciting. So setting powerful goals that really, really excite you, that are actually going to make a huge difference to your life, that are big enough. I've done another podcast on the importance of having big goals. So listen to that one as well. But it keeps you focused and it keeps your mindset almost bulletproof when you're really locked in, you're really dialed in to a particular goal that you really focus on and want to achieve. You're going to get up in the morning full of energy, full of beans. You're going to spring out of bed. You're going to run to the office or run to the gym or do whatever. You're going to run downstairs for a coffee because you can't wait to start that day and make some progress. And that's what powerful goals do. So if you don't have those, I strongly recommend that you set them. Get inspired. Read books, read motivational stuff, get around positive people, get around mentors, get around coaches, go to networking events, get inspired by people. And this will push you on and it will keep your mindset strong and bulletproof. One of the worst things you can do, especially in property and business, is be by yourself. If you're by yourself all of the time, right? You've got no one to speak to, you've got no one to motivate you, you've got no one to have a laugh with. It is no good. I work from home sometimes, but after 3-4 days, I'm sick. I want to get out there. I want to speak to people. Sometimes I'll go work in a Starbucks. Sometimes I'll go to the office. Sometimes I'll go and meet a friend for a coffee. Sometimes I'll go and I just need to get out there because meeting people inspires me and getting around people inspires me to have more energy. Okay? So get inspired. Another good way, by the way, to help change your mindset is talk about your successes, right? You don't dwell on them and you don't focus on them because that's quite dangerous. You've still got to be looking forward, okay? But if you start to talk about your successes on social media, for example, and sort of help others and assist others based on your own experiences, it kind of reinforces to yourself in your own mind that you are good at what you do. When you are positive, you are happy, you are successful, you are this, you are that. Then that reinforces in your mind that actually you are good enough, you are successful enough, you are happy enough, you do have enough energy, you are on the right track, you are making progress to your goals. And what that does is it helps you with your mindset become more positive or stay more positive and stay on track, stay focused, stay energetic, stay in the zone. It really, really will help you. It reinforces it. So that's how to master your mindset. Be self-aware enough to analyze where you are and be honest enough with yourself to self-critique. Put a plan in place. Do your affirmations every day. Do your visualization every day. Continuous learning, audio books, autobiographies, self-help books, audio books, podcasts, obviously like this one. Get around positive people, ring positive people, message positive people, message successful people, ring successful people, get a mentor, get a coach, get networking, get around wealthy and successful people. Ask them how they've done what they've done. They will inspire you. They will help you. Set some powerful goals that really, really excite you every morning. You jump out of bed, you're that excited to go to work and that excited to make progress. Get inspired, continue with that. Talk about your successes on social media, help others, and trust me, your mindset will be completely different to what it is now. This isn't bullshit. This is practical. This is factual. I've done this. I do this. I've taught this to my sales staff for years. I've taught this to entrepreneurs for years. I've taught this to my one-on-one clients for quite a few years. It really, really works. If you don't want to listen, that's sound. Keep doing what you're doing. If you want to improve and you want to get better, I'm giving you this for free. Implement what I teach you and watch what happens. That's Master Your Mindset. Thank you very much. If there's somebody who you think is struggling with mindset, or there's somebody who you think who could really do with listening to this, it would really help them out if you shared this with them. It would help me out too. So it's a win-win. You pass it on to them, you help them, you help me by getting more downloads and listens. I can give you more value. I can give you more free episodes if people share this podcast and share it with their friends and get a buzz about it. Share it on social media. I'll be forever grateful. Thank you so much. Have a good day.